Hi, guys. Good afternoon, I should say. Oh, what a day it's been. My name is Dan, and this is Engelgeist. Thank you for tuning in. It is 3:23 p.m., and I am finally getting this filmed for tomorrow. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is intended for anybody who watches it whenever you watch it, but it is originally created for Friday, the 4th of February. And Mercury is going direct today on this day when you see this reading. So that's a good thing. Thank God for that. And we just had the new moon. So that's going on. Embolic. Venus has just gone direct. It's been a lot, let's just say. And I have been away, and now I have just needed to sage my house. For reasons that Mercury retrograde brought to my doorstep in the midst of everything. So, Mercury retrograde, thank you for showing up in the ways that you do, in such big, profound ways. I need to further explore maybe what is needing to be shown to me. Anyways, so please check out the drop-down menu for those of you that are new, so that you can see. I can't even think right now, guys. Let me see. Hold on. Please check the drop-down menu for house rules, how to get in touch with me if you want a personal reading. All of that stuff is in there. And please thumbs up the video if you enjoy it. And if not, I don't know, subscribe. What a day it's been. What a series of days it's been. Okay, so let's just look at the card for the collective. It's the Ace of Air again, guys. That's weird because when I filmed the previous reading to this, which was also the same card, which was the Ace of Air, I did that over 4 days ago. It was filmed on the 30th of March because I was traveling the last 3 days. So it's interesting that this card wants to show back up. The Ace of Air is essentially the Ace of Swords. It's about swords is our communication. It is our thoughts. It is our mind. The area of air is like the mental realm, right? It's interesting that this is showing up as Mercury's also going direct. So that would appear to, because Mercury affects how we communicate, right? And so it's interesting to me that we have this new perception. Aces always bring newness to that with them, expanded knowledge, inspiration, awareness. It could be even intuition to a degree, but to me, this is keep on the lookout for realizations, clarity, cutting through maybe the bullshit of a situation or somebody else's bullshit. Getting a little bit more clarity for your own self, maybe from places you wouldn't otherwise expect. Maybe that's what I've been experiencing these last few days. But ultimately, this should be a good thing, right? And I think that the Ace of Swords, or in this deck it's called the Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords would be about seeing things more clearly, from a clearer perspective, a better point of view, and being able to communicate more precisely or more accurately. And that would be very nice at this time, right? Because we have been in this double retrograde for a little while now. And let's be honest, I'm ready to be out of it. I don't know about you guys, but I thought Venus was the one working me, but Mercury just showed up at the end of it and kind of conjoined with the Venus retrograde and worked me in ways around things that I deeply love, um, that I did not see coming. So this Ace of Air would be unexpected. Aces are usually like come out of nowhere, and they give us opportunities, really. So we need to look at this from that perspective of it being an opportunity, even if it's a realization or a wake-up call in some way, shape, or form. I was also, the underpinning of this is the Eight of Cups, right? Which is that sort of emotional departure or making a decision to move forward away from a situation that no longer serves us emotionally. And so remember that some of you might be getting that going on too, where that would, the clarity might be coming around that, and you might have to step away from something that is, painful, or making a hard decision to move to a more balanced emotional state and a clearer perspective. And that could just be the retrograde going direct from some of you. The other thing that I wanted to say, and she's still sort of influencing this because I've been thinking about her a lot, because that last card that we had of her was Kuan Yin, and her card for the week underpinning this was that drink from the Emerald Fountain. And so drinking from the Emerald Fountain was about like drinking in that healing waters while whatever is going on. And I think I need to remember that as much as I need to say that to you guys. So I just want to call that out. And then let's see what is going on with the Secret Oracle. In the Secret Oracle, we have love your inner child. He's kind of cute, this little dragon. He's sweet. I love the new blooms. I love the fresh green color, which to me associates with the heart chakra. It also associates with healing, nature. There's a youthfulness to this card that I really love. I think these two are beautifully paired together. I am going to read you his story. Obviously, loving your inner child would give you a fresh perspective mentally too, via that Ace of Air, or that maybe new thought, or how you see yourself, how you hold yourself, how you love yourself. Maybe some of you might have to work within that by stepping away from old emotional patterns. That's the Eight of Cups underneath this that we're stepping away from. This may just be a reading for me today, guys. I'm not sure. But there is an opportunity here, I feel like, for us to maybe care for ourselves a little bit better, love ourselves in a different way. Maybe not carry the emotional patterns or thoughts that we used to carry that served us to maybe protect us or hide us or keep us safe, right? To me, this feels like there is, I don't know, that it's something about that green little picture of the little dragon guy. I think that's the Dravkin again, but he's green this time. But there's something fresh about him, like springy, right? Like I'm associating with the season of spring, right? That new growth, the inner child, loving on that, healing that, holding that more closely to ourselves within our mind, with a maybe a more gentler sense of clarity at this point. And in doing so, we may have to step away from some old wounds. That would be that Eight of Cups underneath, that have maybe led us, or we have allowed to be our truth for a really long time, and it's time to kind of let that go. Kuan Yin wants us to drink from the Emerald Fountain, right? And we see this beautiful emerald, or not emerald, but this fresh green little guy here. So it kind of ties back into that. So let me find his story really quick to read it to you. Love your inner child. We all possess a child aspect. The part of our psyche is the vulnerable, sensitive, and carefree child who still feels awe and wonderment. The inner child is the source of laughter and play, the aspect of our psyche that inspires us to jump in puddles and see animal shapes in the clouds. If a child is taught to fear, the adult they become may harbor a wounded inner child aspect. As a direct consequence, they could develop a range of maladaptive behaviors in order to cope. They do harm to themselves to avoid remembering. They can grow to become perfectionists or people pleasers to whom the world's words sensitivity, vulnerability, play, and nurturing are an anathema. To ask for help is considered a weakness to someone who will only ever show strength. To work with one's inner child, to be asked to revisit the past, takes courage, especially when it requires looking at our relationship with our family or primary caregivers. Understand this is not about blame, but accepting that a child is not responsible for a parent's actions or behavior. Shame and guilt are not a child's burden to carry. It's time to put that burden down. This is a card of choice, opportunity, and healing. It is your choice whether you look back to seek the answers, but even if you choose not to, it is an opportunity to parent your inner child in a healthy, loving, and nurturing manner. It is also a gentle reminder to make time to laugh, play, and see the beauty and magic that exists in the world around you. And that could also be part of the fresh perspective that comes with this Ace of Air again. Now let's look to the grounding stone and see. While I was traveling, I found a new grounding stone that I've placed in the bag, which I'm kind of excited about. And the grounding stone for today is, this is the thought or idea, principle that we want to ground in, is love. It couldn't be any more perfect, I think, for today's reading. Giving that love. Remember, the grounding stone underpinning the entire week is the word honor, right? How would we honor ourselves? But through loving ourselves. And I think that when it says love your inner child, obviously grounding in love is going to help to do that. That love also will help us, help enable us to sort of maybe step away from the old wounds. Not step away. I don't want to say we need to step away. I'm not exactly sure what we do with some of these old traumatic wounds, but loving ourselves while we sit with them, or while we look at them, or while we maybe allow them to change our thoughts, will hopefully help to heal them, right? Or to make it more easeful for those of you that this reading resonates with. It may make it more easeful during the transition of the change that's happening here. There is a change that is happening here in these cards that I think is beneficial to those that are willing to seek it and to have it and to really fully own it. So please feel free to go after it with your whole heart and seek that from this place of love, right? Okay, so that is your reading for the day. I hope that made sense. Sorry I got a little emotional. It's just been a rough couple of days. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the video out on your social medias. That also greatly helps me. And leave questions or comments. I do read them all and appreciate them all. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Just love yourself. Be open to new ideas. Step away from the old. Mercury's going direct. Things are going to get smoother. Know that the world will get better. And so will you. As you get better, the world gets better. All right, you guys, take care. Much love. Bye-bye.